Hello, everyone. Fix a little bit. Okay, so 2 games today for the 4-team challenge. We've got first, we've got Team Sturm versus Team Sullivan. And then Team Ruff versus Team Bednar. All right. Hold on, I just need to check, make sure the right teams are in the right envelopes. Well, okay. Notes. Okay. There we go. There. Already. So this is the 4-squad challenge. And let's get started. All right, 6 and 56. So home scoring chance. Any visitor player with square stops home goal, otherwise goal. So anybody with a square, yes. Heiskanen and Truba. So nothing doing there. Unlike the other doubleheader that I did before with as part of the NHL WHA season, I'm going to not reset lines in between periods, just so everybody has a chance to be in game. All right, so penalty check for ones and nothing, as they are both 1 in penalty. Also, the first 2 rounds of the round robin are going to use all 4 teams are going to use their starting goaltenders. The third round of the round robin, they're going to use their second goaltenders, just so they get a chance in the tournament as well. All right, 2, 4, 6. So quality check. 4 and 6. Let's see. 6 is wild. All right, might as well pick the guy who gives the other guy no chance to win it. And 3, so nobody. Score still 0-0. All right. 1, 5, 53 for the visitor scoring chance. Home player in 3 stops goal with quality roll or square, otherwise goal. And Anze Kopitar does have that square. So, nothing doing there. So, still 0-0. Penalty check for 1 and 4. 1-4. And that'll be Letang going to the box. So let's move him before we check the goaltender. 4 and under. And no, that's a goal. So to put that there on Kuznetsov because he's got to swap out after. Okay, so 9 second best shot rating, and that is going to be Suzuki. So Nick Suzuki with the first goal of the tournament for Team Sullivan, and it is 1-0. That was dumb. That was a team that got scored on. Second best shot rating for... All right. That'll be Makar. So Cole Makar with the goal for Team Sturm. Sorry. So it is 1-0. Team Sturm. And still in the 4th section, 5. Skill check, or quality check rather. 2 and 3. Kane and O'Reilly. So 6, and they both have stars, so nothing. And that will end the first period. The score is 1-0 Team Sturm over Team Sullivan. All right, so in the second period, there we've got a home scoring chance. All right, let's see. 26. Choice home player rolls for goal using shot stars +2. So that's going to be Josh Henrique, who needs a 4 or less for this goal. And he's got it. So Team Sturm now up 2-0. To start the second period. All ones. Okay. Injury to a home player. Injuries will never go past the game that is currently being played. So on a red die of... Okay. So as we have no backup defense, defenseman will not count. On a roll of 4 or 5, there is no injury. So 2. That is David Perrin. With Trevor Zegras coming in. And there will be no injuries in the final, as there will be no backup players. Quality check. Two, 6. So already on Zegras. And Suzuki will be that 6 pick. 1, so they both, nobody wins this one. Score still 2-0 for Team Sturm. Home scoring chance, 15. Visitor goalie must make shot save. Oh, and he's got no, shot stars. So this is going to be a goal, but rolling for formality's sake. Let's see who gets the goal. 8, best shot rating. That is Toffoli. Tyler Toffoli with the goal for Team Sturm. And it is 3-0 for Team Sturm. All right, so 5 and 4 and 6 for the quality check. It'll be Jacob Trouba. And Werenski will get that. So it'll be 4 under for Grubauer. And no, he's been Swiss cheese today. That's another goal for Team Sturm. Goal scored by 3, third best shot rating. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, Wheeler, Johansson, or Werenski. It was Johansson. Swapping out him, Werenski, and Trouba. And in come Anze Kopitar, Seth Jones, and Rasmus Dahlin. Quality check. Fives. So Victor Hedman. And let's see. For Rasmus Dahlin. And neither. So in come John Klingberg and Jared Spurgeon. I think I read that right. As we hit the tail end of the second period. Score is 4-0 Team Sturm. Quality check for the ones. 4. So that is Team Sturm again. So 4 less for Grubauer. And he lets in another one. So that is another goal for Team Sturm. They are now up 5-0. Grubauer may be sitting the rest of the tournament, not just game 3. Goal scored by 8, best shot rating. So that is between Svechnikov and Kopitar. And it is Svechnikov. All right, still in the second period. Score is 5-0 Team Sturm. We've got a visitor scoring chance. They could use one. Let's see, 22. Home goalie must make shot saves. So 3 or under for Sergei Bobrovsky. Somebody's finally going to fire something at him. Needs 3 or less. And he's got it. So that is the end of the second period. The score is 5-0 Team Sturm. Heading into the third. All right, so visitor scoring chance, 42. Visitor player in 5 creates goal with quality roll or triangle. So that is Spurgeon. So he needs a 1, 2, or 5. And he's got it. The shutout is over. Spurgeon created a goal. Let's see who actually got it. 10. Second best shot rating. So that is either going to be Nekis. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Or Duchesne. And it is Duchesne. So the score is now 5-1. Bobrovsky not too happy with what happened there. And Johnny Quick is going to take over in goal for Team Sullivan. Team Sturm still leads 5-1. Another visitor scoring chance. I'm going to get a lot of red ones here now. 65. Visitor defense stop. Breakaway chance. Home goalie must make spec save. So 3 or less. As well, yeah. I wouldn't say they have momentum right now. And another goal. Another goal for Team Sullivan. It's now 5-2. Goal scored by player with best shot rating, and that is Robert Thomas. So opening the third period with 2 goals. Coming up on my 3-goal limit for a section. Okay, penalty check. 4 and 5, and that's going to be Dursey going to the box. And Quick needs 3 or less to make this save. And he's not going to get it either. So it doesn't matter what goaltender you put in. Team Sturm is just too good for you. The score is now 6-2. Power play goal scored by 2, 4, 6. Kuznetsov. So Kuznetsov with the goal, and that was our third of the segment. So house rule, 3 limit, except for that one right there. That could get more than 3 if it keeps going. Okay, another visitor scoring chance. 5-5. Home player in 5 stops goal with quality roll or square, and he does have the square. Cole McCarr, who got that first goal that kicked things off. Team Sullivan still down by 4. All right, penalty check. Kopitar. and Trouba. And it's going to be Trouba going to the box. So quick to make the save. And he's got it. All right. Segment 4 of the third period. Team Sullivan down 6-2. I've had crazier things happen at this table. So, well, home scoring chance, so, you know. With this play, things can only seem to get worse. 41, home player in 5, creates goal with triangle. Oh, wait. Sorry, 41. With triangle or quality roll. And Hedman has the triangle, so it's going to be 7-2. Ow. 7-2 for Team Sturm. And the goal is going to be scored by best shot rating. Henrique, his second of the night. And the Team Sullivan now down by 5. Another home scoring chance, 65. Choice home player scores goal. 8-2. So, yeah. Goal scored by 4, third best shot. 1-2. Okay, so it's between Wheeler and Jones. And it's going to be Wheeler. So this is not a hockey game. This is a funeral. All right, penalty check. And it's going to be Rasmus Dahlin going to the box. Quick needs a 3 or less to end this power play and this game. And he doesn't. That's another goal. Goal scored by 9. Second best shot rating. And it's either Svechnikov or O'Reilly. And it's Svechnikov. His second. And this is that home scoring chance, 22. Visitor goalie must make spec save. So a 1 or a 2 because they certainly don't have momentum right now. It is over. He quick avoids allowing a 10th goal, and at least it's still single digits. Team Sturm with the 9-2 victory over Team Ruff, or over Team Sullivan. So let me pack these up. Before we get to our second game. Nine to 2. What an opening for this tournament. That was Team Sturm. All right. And the 3 stars are Svechnikov, Kuznetsov, and 3rd star is Bobrovsky, only allowing 2 in that flurry. Okay. Team Sullivan going back in their locker room, shall we say. Grab zeros again. 9-2. Wow. Okay, so Team Bednar and Team Ruff. For Team Bednar, left wings in game are Ovechkin, Nugent Hopkins, and Ben. Barzal, Thompson, and Gord. Kellerman, McDavid, and Matthews at center. At defense, oh, hold on. No, I messed that up. There. Defense, we got Doughty, Ekman Larson, Hannah Finn, Slavin, Chabot, and Ristolainen, and Shesterkin in goal. That is Team Bednar. Now Team Ruff. All right. Welcome to Game 2 of this tournament. Second game of Round 1. As Team Bednar takes on Team Ruff. How about a closer game? All right. Quality check. 4-1. A 1. So that'll go to Devin Toes. And Shesterkin needs a 3 or less. And he's got it. So Shesterkin made the save as we continue. All right. Penalty check. 4 and 5. And neither. I'd say 11 minutes into the first. Home scoring chance, 35. Home player in 3 creates goal with quality roll or triangle. And McKinnon, he does allow that. He does cause that goal. Let's see if he's the one who actually scored it. 9. Second best shot rating, so no, that's going to be Marchand with the goal. And Team Ruff is up 1-0. Continuing on. Another home scoring chance, 15. Visitor goalie must make shot save. He does not have shot stars, so that is automatic. Rolling anyway. All right. Goal scored by 11. Second best shot rating. That is either Bennett or Zibanejad. Once again, don't always. That is Bennett anyway. And 2-0 Team Ruff. One more, and that'll be my section limit, except at the end. Okay. Quality check, 2-2. There is no way. All right, let's see. 4. Nobody gets this. Barzal is the only one that could, but he didn't. Tail end of the first period. All right. Visitor scoring chance. 55. Home player in 5 stops goal with quality roll or square. So Sergachev needs a 1, 2, or 3 to stop a goal from happening. No! That is a goal for Team Bednar. Goal scored by second best shot rating. And that is going to be Connor McDavid, who puts Team Bednar on the board. And the score is 2-1. Quality check, 2 versus 5. So Tage Thompson and Mikhail Sergachev. 1, that's going to be Sergachev. So Shesterkin doesn't get it, doesn't get the play save. So that is another goal for Team Ruff. Move him for now, just so we can get the 9. Second best shot rating. And that is either Ehlers or Took. And that is Took. All right, one more in this section before end of the first. 4, quality check, 1 versus 6. So 1, and let's see, as 6 is a wild. Nugent Hopkins. And nobody's going to get that one. That's the end of the first period. The score is Team Ruff 3, Team Bednar 1. Starting the second period. All right. Quality check. 2-2. Olofsson has no chance at winning this one. And nobody will. Nobody has star. All right. Penalty check for 4 and 6. He's got a 0. So they'll also put a 0 there. Halfway through the second period. Quality check. 5-1. 3. Anybody got it? They both got it. So nobody's got it. So the second period is moving by pretty quickly, actually, as we are now at the end of it, almost. Another quality check. 5 and 3. Carlson has no chance at winning this. Matthews needs a 3. Nope. And that is the end of the second period. The score remains Team Ruff 3, Team Bednar 1. Now, third period. All right. Quality check. 1 and 5. Let's see. Marchand can win with a 1 or a 6. Cabot, or I don't know how to pronounce it, can win with a 3. Nope, a 2. So nothing doing there to kick off the third period. As Sam Bennett and Rasmus Ristolainen hit the ice. Penalty check. 5 and 4. And that's going to be Ekman Larsson going to the box with his 1 over Sergachev's 0.5. Shesterkin needs 3 or less, and he's got it. So Team Bednar still somewhat in this game. Visitor scoring chance. 21. Home goalie must make shot save. So 2 or less. 1 or 2 for Jari. And no, that's a goal for Team Bednar. We will see who got that goal in just a second. Player with best shot rating. That is Ovechkin. Alexander Ovechkin with the goal. Keeping Team Bednar in the game. It's a much closer game than the first one. All right, let's see. Quality check, 6 and 6. It's really difficult to do when they're both wild because how do you think about that? We're going to go with Zibanejad and Nugent Hopkins. No. Yeah. So neither wins it. Okay. Possibly the last, well, not not the last roll, because there will either be another roll here or the empty net mini chart roll. So, quality check, 2 and 6. Barzal can win with a 1, and Crosby can win with a 3. 4, so neither. And we have an empty netter. Jari takes off to the bench, rolling on the empty net mini chart on the bottom right. 4, 10. Game over. So Team Ruff wins game 2 over Team Bednar 3-2. Game 1 was won by Team Sturm over Team Sullivan 9-2. That was an ow. So that is round 1. I think I can play round 2, or at least part of round 2. Yeah, I can play the first game of round 2. So we will keep Team Ruff on the ice. And we will grab Team Sullivan. And depending on how this goes, because this second game was actually pretty quick. All right. And Grubauer. Actually, let's give Team Sullivan home, as Team Ruff had it against Bednar, and Sullivan was not, it was on the visitor team against Team Sturm. So I got to remember that Sturm should be on the road against Team Bednar. There we go. All right, now let's see. There, Trouba was the starter there. All right, Dumba, Toes, McKinnon, there we go. Okay. Oop. Starting round 2, Team Sullivan is 0-1, Team Ruff is 1-0. I just need to write these down. Let's see. Okay. Got those written down. That'll be a quality check between Carlson and JT Miller. That is a 1, and neither will get that. All right. Second part of the first period. Penalty check, 1 and 5. And they both have 1s, so no penalty. All right, visitor scoring chance. 42. Visitor and player 5 creates goal with quality roll or triangle. So Sergachev needs 1, 2, or 3. And he's got it. That is a goal for Team Ruff. Roll die for anyone. 6 is choice. 1. So that is Bennett with the goal. Sam Bennett. And it is 1-0 Team Ruff. So are we seeing more of the same from Team Sullivan? Home chance. 2-5 or 5-2. Visitor player in 3 stops goal with quality roll or square. So as long as McKinnon doesn't get a 4. Nope. And he plays some great two-way there. And with a great defensive play, stopping that goal from happening. All right. Quality check for 3s. 5. And that is Crosby. So 4 or less for Grubauer. And he lets it in. How is somebody through 2 games with 4 stars for play save, Swiss cheese? How? How does that happen? All right, so who got the goal? 7. Best shot rating? And that is Sidney Crosby. So 2-0 Team Ruff. Quality check. Oh no, it's triple 2s. All right, critical face-off. Top face-off for each team. And that is Jordan Stahl. So let's see. Immediate 6-star shot versus goalie spec save. So basically, he automatically gets the shot part, so it's up to the save. He needs a 3. And he's got it. So Grubauer makes the save. Something I think I've only said twice this tournament now. And that's the end of the first period. Score is 2-0 Team Ruff over Team Sullivan. Visitor chance. Oh, wait, 166. Choice home player scores goal. So that is going to be Patrick Kane. putting Team Sullivan on the board to start the second period. And it's 2-1 Team Ruff. All right, so quality check for the ones. And a 6, that's both of them, so nothing doing. Section 2 of period 2. Penalty check. Let's see, is there anybody with a full 0? Because choice, and that will be Toes. So Nekus goes to the box. Grubauer, 4 and under, and he's got it. So 2 saves. I think that's more than last game. Well, 2 recorded saves. All ones. Injury to home player. Oh, this. Let's see. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they don't go past the first game. Or they don't go past this game. 6, so that's Grubauer out. And Johnny Quick is back in. He'll actually start next game. So, based on how this game ends up, this may be the last we see of Grubauer. Because at this point, I don't see them making the championship game. Okay, quality check. 3-1. And a 3. So that is JT Miller. And Jari needs to make the save. 3 and under. And he does. And that will be the end of the second period. Score is still 2-1 Team Ruff. Third period. One, two, three. Penalty check. And neither, as they are both 0.5s. Quality check for the ones. A 2, so both of them have skill. Next up. Coming near the end. Home scoring chance, 4-6. Visitor player in 1 stops goal with quality roll or square. So anything but a 3 or a 4 for Ehlers to stop the goal. 2 stopped. So coming to the end of the third period, we've got a visitor scoring chance. 31. Choice visitor player rolls for goal using shot stars +2. And for that to be anybody other than Nathan McKinnon would be crazy. And he's got it. So that is 3-1 Ruff over Sullivan. As we continue. All right, penalty check. 4 and 5. And both are 0.5, and that will be the game. Final score is Team Ruff 3, Team Sullivan 1. So the next video I do will be Sturm Bednar, and then round 3 championship game I'll do by itself because it is going to be full play, not express. I've enjoyed this first round. I feel bad for Team Sullivan. I don't see them making the championship game, as Ruff is already 2-0. Sullivan is 0-2. And if Sturm beats Bednar, then Sullivan and Bednar are pretty much done. Well, that's it. You guys, everybody, have a great day. Enjoy games. That's what they're there for. That's why we love them. Have a great day, everybody. Goodbye.